Hi there and welcome to tutorial 58. Today we're going to be looking at another part of the tank track which you heard in tutorial 57, and the tank track itself is split into three. So we've got the predominantly clarinet opening sequence which you heard in the last tutorial. We've got a drum solo which we won't be dealing with, and on the last bit we've got more synth in there. So the first synth sound that we're going to look at is the Synth Comp. And I'll show you how I got that sound. And we'll go to an initial setting, and that just gives us one oscillator. Oscillator 1 is on an 8-foot pitch, and we're going to be using pulse waveform again, 68. Oscillator 2 is also at an 8-foot pitch, pulse width 78. Of course we need to click that in, and we'll click oscillator 3 in as well. Oscillator 3 is on a 16-foot pitch, and that's on a 50% pulse wave, which makes it square. We're going to detune oscillator 2 to give us a bit of richness. That's minus 14. Okay, now we're going to the filter section, and we've got a 24 dB slope on a low pass filter, cutoff 62. That's going to open up as we use a bit of filter envelope, so amount there's 31. And resonance this time is 36, so more of a synthy sound. Key track 64, that's dead in the middle, no drive. So filter envelope itself, we've got attack 60, so it's producing a bit of a wow sound. Decay 63, there we are. Sustain 0, release 0. And on the amplifier envelope, velocity 0, attack 0, sustain 127, release 0. We're not using any effects on this, so that's basically what I've called the Synth Comp sound. Now, of course, you can see me using two notes here. Keith Emerson would have tuned his Moog synthesizer, his monophonic Moog, to a fifth or a fourth, whichever way you want to look at that, to get that sound. He also used a lead sound, which comes in a little bit later in the track, and for this one, this sounds like this, 796. And I'll show you how I got that sound. So we'll go to an initial setting. There we are. And oscillator 1 is quite high up actually, it's a 4-foot pitch, and pulse width 89. So a bit of a thin sound there. And oscillator 2 is also on a 4-foot pitch, pulse width 50, so that's square, so we'll click that in. And we're going to switch the mono button in, and we're going to have a bit of glide, that's portamento feature between the notes, and this value is 35. Okay, we'll look at the filter now, and we've got low pass 24 dB per octave, cutoff 57. But that opens up with the filter amount of 19. There we are. Resonance 41. Key track 93. Obviously that opens up the filter as we go higher up the keyboard. And then we'll set up the filter envelope. So attack 52. It's getting that kind of wow sort of sound. Decay 63. Sustain 36. There we are, and release 38. Obviously you can't hear that release until we apply a bit of release to the amplifier envelope, and the release there, 32, well you can't hear much of that either, but we'll press on. The amplifier envelope, velocity 0, attack 0, sustain 127, release 32. This time we're going to put a little bit of reverb in there, and the reverb time is 88. It's a fairly long reverb there. Level 25. And there's our synth solo sound. Now obviously I can't play as good as Keith Emerson did, but you'll hear my efforts on the track, and thanks for listening.